Kaushaun with Klumpe and Company and Regular Realty, and today I want to talk about a little bit of a sensitive subject, but I feel like it will really help you as a buyer and help your agent, and it'll just create a stronger bond and help you guys move forward through your transaction a little bit easier. And that subject is buyer etiquette. So as a new buyer, there are a couple things that I feel like may help you, and the first one is questions. As a new buyer, you're going to have a lot of questions about home buying, houses, all that good stuff, real estate related, and that's okay. As an agent, I want you to ask me questions. I want you to be informed. The question isn't the problem. What is the issue is how you're asking those questions. So I get a lot of buyers that when they start the home search, they're looking, everything's moving, but then they'll send me a home and say, what else do you know? Well, what else do you want to know about that home? There's only so much extra information that I can get from the MLS that you don't already have access to. So we get disclosures from the seller that I can kind of run through. It'll give me a little bit more information about the home, but you gotta kind of be specific about what questions you have about that specific home. And then if you get too specific, we'll just have to get to the point to where we go take a look. If you're looking for the year the water heater was installed, I likely won't have that information for you. We'll probably just have to go look and see if we can find the date on the water heater. Outside of that, some things that I can find for you are going to be like the age of the roof, if the seller knows, the amps of the service, the utility service that you have. There's just a few extra little things that you don't already have access to that I do. So if you're having questions about a specific home, try to be a little bit more specific about the questions that you have. The second thing is going to be use your agent. So you hired an agent for a reason, and that reason hopefully is to work on your behalf. If you want that agent to work on your behalf, help you through the home search, help you navigate the transaction, then what you need to do is make sure that when you're looking at homes, you're calling your agent with those questions to go see the home, all that good stuff. If you're calling the listing agent, asking questions, asking for a showing, the likelihood of you being able to use the agent that you hired is going to be unlikely. That listing agent is going to pressure you into writing offers when you get there, as well as if you do decide to write an offer and you ask to bring in another agent, you're going to get into a gray area there because the listing agent may not allow you to do so anymore because you went straight to the listing agent first rather than asking your agent to show the property to you. It just kind of creates a gray area that I want to make sure that you get the representation that you requested somebody to provide you. And the last thing is, if something happens to your situation, you don't want to buy a house anymore, maybe you lost your job and you can't get financing, or maybe you just decided that the agent that you did hire wasn't the right fit and you decided to go with a different agent, just let that agent know. Because throughout the transaction, hopefully you're building a little bit of a relationship and rapport with that person, and if you just fall off the face of the earth and they don't know where you went, they're going to end up bugging you, texting you, calling you, trying to figure out what happened. And if you decide to move on or not buy a house anymore, it's just respectful to let that person know. That way they can move on to different clients who may require extra time looking for a house. So it's just kind of one of those courteous things to do. Just let your agent know what's going on. If you have any other questions about what you should or shouldn't do during the buying process, I'd be happy to answer for you. If you have any other real estate related questions, make sure to leave those in the comments and we'll try to get them answered. As always, we'll see you next time.